I've never been more like in love with skiing and living the full skiing lifestyle. But going to my second Olympics, I wasn't really that motivated in the first place because it's getting more and more similar, especially in the competition scene. And now we're kind of, in my eyes, being pushed into a mold that this sport as a whole doesn't really fit into. And I really don't want to be like super negative about the competition scene and all of this, because I think it's sick and it's done so much for me. But at the same time, like, I know there's so many people that want to do different tricks and are not getting the recognition in a spotlight like this. And that's not really pushing the sport the way I want to see it.
What was the biggest argument, like the athletes argued over? Or...
I don't know. I just feel like coming into it, I really wanted to say the progression doesn't necessarily have to be another spin or another flip. Yeah. And then everyone kind of agreed, but then some judges were like, still like, yeah, you kind of have to though.
Because they don't know how else to judge it. Is that why? Because they're just like, what do we do?
Yeah. Naturally, I feel like.
Vi har møtt kamerater da.
Ja, det yndlingssnowboarderen min.
Ja. Vi har hilst på deg her på nå.
Nei, jeg må fikse sånn akkreditering først. Jeg vil se på railen.
Oh my God, is this the best snowboard event that has ever happened? I always miss the bangers.
Always miss
I miss all the good tricks.
What would you do through that?
No flip.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. But this, like, imagine how just from this is probably more viewers than who's watching the FIS World Cups online. Or like broadcast.
Bro, I watch the YouTube stream all the time. I use a VPN and watch it from like Czech or something.
Yeah.
Just to watch it.
Yeah.
There's usually like 60 people watching.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, one of them's a fucking skier, so
Yeah.
I'm sure 20 of them are parents.
Yeah.
At least.
Sadly, there's a lot of people thinking snowboard is cooler, but I truly believe that's all in the mentality.
Yeah.
Because snowboarding is cooler the second you believe snowboarding is cooler. But it's a real issue, because then there's snowboarders like Ethan is willing to put all this on and like work for it. That helps so much the snowboarding as a whole. And then there's not really like any skiers doing similar stuff. That's all in the mentality of skiers versus snowboarders.
Yeah.
I think a big reason with the why judging is like the system is flawed is because the judges need their like solid grounds to speak up against coaches, national team coaches. If you're a judge, I totally understand how you want to be like so according to like protocol and like having a solid foundation to explain your decision, because you know there's going to be national team coaches coming and question that, like be angry at your decision because it's so important for everyone, like what score you got. But here you won't see that. And if this event was like really properly like recorded and shown to all the athletes afterwards, and the athletes could make a vote, I think it would be a way fairer way to score it.
Yo, boys. What's up? How you guys doing? Good, how are you? How's the travel? Let's see him. Danger.
We need to talk. One of the things on tomorrow's list is that we need to talk about clarity of selecting people from the Open Jam, like so we can be clear on it. Like, I'm really nervous for how many people are going to show up because I've been getting worried that there's going to be like a tiny amount, you know? For the Open.
Invited or not invited?
No, for the Open. I'm getting nervous that, like, no one's gonna come. Mate, I can't wait to tell you about Japan now, for reals. It was mental.
True, nice. Yeah, so the meaning with this camera is just to have as clinical angle as possible so we can see every trick that goes down. Because this is what the whole judging will be based off of.
Ferdy, do you think you can go like way farther than what you went?
Not way,
Okay,
but I can go bigger.
okay.
Do you have other rails laying around?
Yeah, we have a few in the garage. I mean,
Nice.
you can have a look.
Yeah, that would be great. Before the first stop we had in Norrköping, I didn't really know what to expect and was hoping for it to be good, but also had a lot of like negative thoughts. Like you start to think like, is this really going to be cool? Like, do we have something special here? Are people going to care and stuff?
Good to see you.
So it was really cool to get to Innsbruck and just seeing like, yeah, so many of our favorite riders walk in the door and realizing they're here for our event. That was super special.
Scary. Yo, if anyone isn't here for Jib League, sorry, we're gonna steal some of your time. The upstairs is more quiet if you're not here for Jib League. Øystein, yes. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening, but it is just about happening. So I don't know if there's people in the back, whether we come a bit further forward or not, I don't know. From the open jam, we're gonna take 5 people. Us 3 are gonna be watching, and we're gonna select 5 people from the open jam to go up into the pro sessions over the next 3 days here on various elements. But we're looking for ability, creativity, and awareness when you're skiing, making your way through the park. And I know that's pretty rogue, it's pretty vague, but we all know what free skiing is. You know what I mean? We all define it in our own ways, so we're not trying to pigeonhole it into any sector. Just stand out, try and get one of those 5 spots, and join us for the rest of the week.
Present for you.
Oh, danke.
Gibt es das gut?
Our people rolling in now, the next Gondi worth of people. We got 10 of the best in the world, and there's at least 5 people that I've seen skiing around this morning who are sick. The more people that show up, the more difficult it's going to be to select them. Rock and roll. I think everyone's pulled in. Yo, you guys want to just come in a little bit so we don't bust our voice? Would be sick, and I don't want you guys to get hit by them. So come in a bit. Thank you all so much for coming up. That's sick. So 30 minutes, starting at 11:30 on the top feature. And then when we move down the clock will be down here, and the whole park is up for grabs. We just want to get to know everyone in a localized hike zone first, and then open the floodgates and go bananas for another 45 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna go click start on this timer. When you see those numbers counting down, we got 35 minutes. Give it your best and good luck. Ready? Ready. We're in business, baby. You're on. Good luck. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Shit, we gotta start looking hard out, boys. Oh my God.
We can hike while we're watching though, can we?
Oh my God,
I think that'd be cool
Swagger.
as well.
Yeah, if we're like in the mix.
Yeah. What? This
Oh my God, this is gonna be hard. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yo, that is the timer. Get this next hit in, and then we're gonna move to the DFD.
DFD!
This is the sickest shit.
Bro, this is actually the sickest.
This is the sickest shit.
Second part of the jam will be down, flat down. Here we go, here we go.
God. Oh! Whoa! You good, Nico? So let's run it down what we got so far.
What we're deciding between is Felix, Noah, Monty, and Nicola. Yeah.
Nicola would be 9.
And Burn too has been doing well, but I think he's out.
I know, Burn didn't show up for the first one.
Yeah.
It's fuck.
But Noah was super hyped, super early.
That's Noah.
Yeah. So it's Noah, Monty, or Nicola, or Felix. Like, one of those.
Thank you guys so much for pulling up to the open jam here at Jib League. It was really, really difficult. We had 3 jams today, one in that top section, one on the down, flat down, and one over on the jump. We watched the whole thing like we explained last night. It was really, really difficult. We definitely had our work cut out. So thank you everyone for pulling up for real. We're gonna chuck it over to the boys to say that little bit before we announce who got through. But thank you again. One element every day. Tomorrow will be the jump. And then each day will be something different. One round of voting. And the person that has the most amount of votes over all three elements will win Innsbruck stop. And the league as a whole will be the individual with the most amount of votes to their name. So if you win the jump tomorrow, good for you. But it's about the most amount of votes over the whole week, you know?
You gonna vote yourself? Or
we're in it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Teresa, you ready with the button? Borja, you ready, my man?
I'm ready.
And remember, we're gonna be judging each other as well later tonight. We do watch the video, but keep an eye out. Get a feel for the jam as well. Remember that. Is everyone on? Woo! All right. Yo, guys, obviously you don't have to stop skiing. The jam's now done. The next thing you guys have to do is be at the Montague ready for dinner at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Bring downstairs. That's all. Thank you so much for today, for reals. Fold it up and stick it in. Write down who you want to vote for. Yeah, fold it up, stick it in.
Just right there.
I used to film like that when they're growing.
First time in that distance.
Yeah, Max.
It's not a... Yeah, after that one, everyone just quit after that.
Maybe an hour 45?
25. So now it will stop at 2.
It's like, oh, shit, scary.
The feature?
Yeah, it's scary.
Put the helmet on.
All right, mate.
You're gonna have to rip into this. Like, I don't think you're gonna have to. You're gonna speed check if you want to clear it.
thing back.
Where are we going?
The idea is to start moving it more and more backwards.
Yeah, now it's gonna be insane. That was fucking wild. How the hell are we gonna vote on today, dude? Oh my god.
Oh, hell yeah. One for the boys.
No way.
Never.
Yeah, man. Seriously, thank you for everything. That was the best week of my life.
Sick.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Hundo.
How you feeling now? Are you good?
Okay.
So then I just go back there?
Yeah, keep everyone in, keep everyone hyped. The iPad, keep the iPad like close by. I haven't been in here yet. Is it? What? Yeah, fuck, you guys ran away. Hey boys, don't come over here. Wacko, you're not allowed over here, bro. Yes, it does. It matters to me. Oh my god, it's so tight, dude. What the fuck? I'm so nervous, but I got like all to prove.
I know, I bet. That's good though. It means you care.
Really care. Really care. I'm so nervous, dude. I double checked everything at every stage. So I'm confident in it, but what are you gonna do? Once again, thank you all for giving us a minute of your party, for listening to what went on in our week. But just one more time, who's ready to find out who won the first ever Jib League? First place is 10 grand euros. And the winner of the first ever stop of Jib League Nordkata Skyline Park 2023, Yuna Kanga!
Amazing. Jib League arrival day. About to head up to the mansion, mountain mansion. Of course, we're doing sled laps. No, snowcat.
Sled lap. We're taking a sled lap. Hell yeah. That's what's up. That's how we get up the mountain. Fuck ski lift, fuck gondola, fuck a T-bar. Use this shit. Hell yeah.
Bruh, nice work.
This is nuts, isn't it? This is a trip.
We're going backwards.
So wild.
The Transmontana stop was special, I thought, since we were all stayed in a cabin up on the mountain with limited service and no Wi-Fi, so it was cool, like having 40 people staying there together, going skiing, hanging out all evening, and yeah, I think that's a moment that I will remember. Yeah.
Where did that come from? They look so funny.
roommate, by the way.
Yeah, we got
stayed with the roomies. Yeah. We're all roomies, but we're all enemies. Yeah, at the same time.
I don't know if I've even mentioned yet, but everybody knows it's 10 grand for first place, right?
The winner of Jib League Season 1, Episode 2 of Crown Montana is Jackson Wells.
I think what we're trying to do here with Jib League, having this open format, which really encourages all type of skiing as long as you stand out and express yourself in a different way. It's a very hard thing to judge creativity and expression, and there's no real way to put a system around it and having like a formula, because then you lose the expression part. At the same time as it is expression, it's also very much performance and skill, which is why I think it's really cool to have the competitive aspect to it, which I think helps evolves the performance and the expression.
I'm throwing in what I think is important to freeskiing, and a big part of that, a really big thing that's important for me, is open sessions, like open events where anyone can come, anyone can show up, prove their worth, you know, and be given an opportunity to show what they can do. Because to be honest with you, that was my #1 dream growing up. That's all I ever wanted, was to have the opportunity. Get me in the room, you know? Get me there. Let me hit that jump. Let me hit that park, you know? Whatever it is, that was the thing that I felt like I didn't have and what I really wanted.
Just keep on going.
How was that? Dude,
I'm starving.
Oh, that was amazing.
It was Did you have a goodie?
Yeah, really good.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful breathing people.
Woo! That's it. That's us.
Nei, jeg synes landingen er ganske lik hele veien. Det ble sagt at det var bedre landing der.
Then I wouldn't want to land on it now.
No, we need to sidestep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so rad to have everyone together, really. Anyone got any reservations about the landing after what'll probably be about 250 hits?
Oh, like skiing.
It'll be pretty nuts.
Yeah.
But like, is anyone like, you know, I don't really want to do that. That's a bit dumb.
Yo. Up.
Yeah. You're all mad. Fucking love you.
I appreciate the vision that they have so much. Like, I've spoken to so many of my friends about how sick it is what they're doing for the community, and it's a void that is being filled by Jib League, which is pretty cool.
I think just having all these creative minds in the industry in one place, all doing what they love, is bound to produce something special. And I feel like Jib League has just been like the perfect thing.
The level of skiing at Jib League was higher than any World Cup I think I've ever been to. You can tell that they put in a huge amount of thought making this the type of event that needs to happen.
Seeing what the boys have created with Jib League is really incredible. I mean, that's why I love the sport, and that's why I think it is such a vibrant community to be involved in, because everybody that's involved in this is in it for passion. You know, this is not a very, like, sustainable career because, you know, you take the hits, you have the injuries, you know, it's a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication if you're not passionate about what you're doing.
The direction of skiing is so often directed by a panel of 5 judges, whereas this format is like, you know, there's 25 skiers or something deciding where the sport and where the competition goes. And I see Jib League as the future of skiing and like how, you know, you're gonna make a name for yourself.
As it is, like, in the simplest way, you know? And I think that's what Jib League is.
I feel like I can show way more the way I like to ski in Jib League compared to all the other events I've ever been on. You can just ski it exactly how you want to ski it.
We have such a unique set of skiers. Everybody has their own vision and own opinion.
It's pretty competitive, I would say. Even though everybody's having fun and like it's really cool, you could see that people like start throwing down pretty quick once the clock starts.
It's like an order.
At Jib League, you see the whole spectrum. People from everywhere coming together and approaching every feature in a different way.
This event is so good for the diversity of freeskiing. It gathers a lot of different skiers, and we're all skiing features that people have never competed on before, pretty much.
You can come out, have a good time, progress your riding, and just ski with a bunch of legends.
I think no one's pushing you to spin a certain amount of times or do this and do that. It's just all up to your own creativity and whatever you think is fun and whatever you enjoy. And then you can get rewarded for it and you can still win.
All right, so we had, this is the 3rd and final event for the season 1 of Jib League. We started things off in Innsbruck in Austria. The second stop was in Crans-Montana in Switzerland, and here in Mørkdalen for Open Class is the final. We are the best in the world doing it. That means that the winner of Jib League Season 1, Episode 3 here in Mørkdalen is Edward Terrio. Enjoy! Jib League to the world! It is Jib League. That means it's a league. Not only are all the sessions points added together, but all the votes over the whole season of all 3 stops. The first ever Jib League champion, Season 1, is Unikangas! Yeah, boy!
It feels like the most special moment of my skiing career, for sure, to receive this one. Huge thanks to Woodsy, Øystein and Ferdy for organizing this event. It's really the best event in skiing right now. I believe that this will be the future of freeskiing, for sure.
We are now the skiers who can make the change, and the guys who are the guys who now are the pros are now the ones who are responsible for making the change. In 20 years, you look back, and if you didn't do anything then to make a change for the better, then you're just as bad, or you're just as much to blame for the situation. And realizing that was super cool, I think, and that made me very motivated to also make a change.